Ever since the invention of planes that could fly for long distances, airlines have been very interested in opening up new ultra-long routes. In today's video, we count down the 10 longest flight routes in the world. Before we start, can I please ask that you click the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so that you can be part of our notification squad. We are looking to reach our first 100 subscribers, so please join us in this journey. Number 10. Johannesburg to Atlanta. Taking the 10th slot is the popular route flown by Delta Airlines, connecting the U.S. directly to Johannesburg, South Africa. This route is 8,439 miles and takes a total of 16 hours and 25 minutes. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, famously known as Atlanta International Airport, is the source of this long-haul flight. The flight from Johannesburg to Atlanta, referred to as DL200, departs daily at 8 p.m. from Atlanta in the U.S. city and lands in Johannesburg at 5:35 p.m. local time. The return flight, which is dubbed DL201, takes an hour longer as a result of jet streams. Many passengers and aviation enthusiasts have lauded this flight to be one of the best despite the length, because Delta provides good leg room. You often get between 31 and 32 inches on board its Boeing 777-200, and the seats are 18 inches in width. Number 9. San Francisco to Singapore. This flight is slightly longer than our number 10 at 8,446 miles and takes just 10 extra minutes for a total flight time of 16 hours and 35 minutes. This flight is run by two airlines, Singapore Airlines and United Airlines, who compete to cross the Pacific Ocean from San Francisco to Singapore twice every day. Each of these airlines have a mid-morning flight and a late-night departure. Despite the airlines taking off at the same time and covering the same distance, the flight option offered by Singapore Airlines often takes 5 extra minutes, possibly as a result of the airline operating an Airbus A350-900, versus United operating a Boeing 787-9. Both offer 32-inch pitch in their economy class, however, Singapore Airlines offers slightly wider seats. Number 8. New York JFK to Manila, Philippines. New York's JFK Airport is known to be chaotic, and so is Manila's crowded airport. The flight connecting these two cities takes 16 hours and 45 minutes and covers 8,520 miles. Philippines Airlines flies an Airbus A350-900 for this route, and offers relatively better seat pitch at 33 inches. Number 7. Dallas-Fort Worth to Sydney, Australia. This monster route is covered by Qantas and covers 8,557 miles in 17 hours. Qantas offers this route 6 times every week, flying an Airbus A380 Super Jumbo. Thanks to the majestic offering in the Airbus A380, this route is a favorite for many travelers as it is very comfortable, and takeoffs and landings are extremely gentle. The only drawback is that Qantas only offers 31-inch seat pitch on its A380. On a side note, production of the Airbus A380 was stopped as a result of slow sales. Number 6. Houston, Texas to Sydney, Australia. United Airlines flies this route covering 8,596 miles and 17 hours and 15 minutes. This route, famously dubbed UA101, departs from Houston, Texas 4 times a week, operated by the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, which is well known for its fancy interior with large windows and loved by the airlines for its fuel efficiency. Number 5. Los Angeles to Singapore. This is yet another flight operated by Singapore Airlines. It covers 8,769 miles in just 17 hours. This flight is operated 10 times a week using an Airbus ultra-long-range model known as the A350-900 ULR. This model was launched in the mid-2000s and can fly a range of 11,000 miles or non-stop for 20 hours, enabling Singapore Airlines to operate this route. Number 4. Auckland to Dubai. Emirates operates this amazing connection between Auckland, New Zealand, and Dubai. This flight, EK449, is operated by the A380 Super Jumbo and covers 8,823 miles in 17 hours and 5 minutes. Number 3. Perth, Australia to London Heathrow. Yet another Qantas flight features in our list. This flight takes 17 hours and 20 minutes to cover 9,009 miles and is the first regular non-stop service operating from Australia to the United Kingdom. It was launched by Qantas in early 2018 and has been a huge success just 1 year later.
This flight, QF10, has an average passenger load factor of 94%, which is extremely impressive for any airline.
As a side note, the average global passenger load factor was at 81.7% in 2018. Qantas operates the fuel-efficient Boeing 787 Dreamliner on this route. Number 2, Auckland, New Zealand to Doha, Qatar. Taking the number 2 slot is the 9,032-mile flight operated by Qatar Airways. This flight takes just 10 minutes shy of 18 hours, 17 hours and 50 minutes, and it briefly held the record for the longest flight from February of 2017 till October 2018. Number 1, Newark to Singapore. Until the year 2013, Singapore Airlines had the longest flight route from Singapore to New York, which was a distance of 15,400 kilometers, 9,570 miles. This 18.5 hours flight was cancelled due to rising cost of oil in the world, but was relaunched again in October 2018, reclaiming the top spot as the longest commercial aviation flight.
Singapore Airlines operates the Airbus A350-900 ULR on this route that covers 9,534 miles in 18 hours and 45 minutes.
This plane configuration only offers business and premium economy cabins with 67 business class seats and 94 premium economy seats, totaling to 161 passengers. This configuration helps the airline to save fuel and maximize revenues. While the Newark to Singapore flight is the longest in the world, Qantas promises to beat this record in the year 2022. As part of the Project Sunrise, Qantas is planning to fly non-stop from London to Sydney by launching a 20-hour flight covering 10,573 miles.
Qantas is working closely with Airbus and Boeing to develop a fuel-efficient version of the Boeing 777, or Airbus A350.
If this project succeeds, we could see other routes spring, such as from London to Melbourne, Australia, from Australia to Paris, Rio de Janeiro, Cape Town, and New York. One more thing that we should also know is that while the flight from Newark to Singapore is the longest in the world, commercial planes have flown greater distances. For example, in the year 2005, a Pakistan International Airlines flight with 27 passengers crossed the Pacific Ocean from Hong Kong to London and holds the record for the longest flight covering 13,422 miles in 22 hours and 22 minutes. This flight had many modifications, including the removal of many of its seats, moving the instruments to the back and leaving the front section empty. Thank you very much for watching this video. We sincerely hope that you enjoyed and have learned something new. Please remember to subscribe to our channel and help us get our first 100 subscribers.